A night in a Japanese garden. Welcome. You are in a quiet, safe place. This is a moment to slow down, to rest, and to let the noise of the day fade away. You do not need to focus or try to relax. Simply allow yourself to listen, to breathe, and to be carried by sound. If these stories help you feel calm, fall asleep, or gently let go of the day, you are welcome to stay. You can support this space by subscribing and leaving a like. It helps these peaceful moments reach others who may need them too. And if there is a sound, a place, or a story you would love to rest with next rain, wind, the ocean, a quiet night, or a journey through nature, feel free to share your ideas in the comments. Your suggestions often become future stories. Now, make yourself comfortable. Let your breath slow and allow the sound of rain to guide you gently into rest. Part 1. Arrival. The night has already settled when you arrive. Not suddenly, not loudly, but the way night prefers quietly, like a soft breath passing through the leaves. The sky above the garden is deep and dark, touched with silver, where the moon begins its slow rise. You step through the wooden gate, and the world you came from gently fades behind you. The air feels cooler here. It carries the faint scent of moss, earth, and something floral you cannot quite name. Each breath feels slower, fuller, as if the garden itself is inviting you to take your time. There is no rush now. There is nowhere else you need to be. Stone paths stretch ahead, pale in the moonlight, guiding you forward. Your steps are unhurried, almost weightless. With every movement, your body seems to soften, releasing the tension it has been holding without you even noticing. The sounds of the outside world dissolve, replaced by a quiet hum, the subtle language of night. Somewhere nearby, water moves gently. You hear it before you see it, a calm, continuous whisper that feels soothing rather than distracting. It blends perfectly with the stillness, like a lullaby sung by the garden itself. The lanterns along the path glow warmly, their light soft and golden, never harsh, never demanding your attention. As you walk deeper into the garden, the space opens around you. Trees arch overhead, their branches forming delicate silhouettes against the sky. Leaves sway slowly, guided by a breeze so light it feels intentional, as if it exists only for this moment. Shadows shift and dance across stone and sand, creating patterns that change without effort. You notice how your thoughts begin to slow. They no longer rush forward or pull you backward. Instead, they drift like clouds passing across the moon. There is no need to follow them. You can simply let them move on, one by one, dissolving into the night. Your shoulders relax. Your jaw softens. Even your breathing becomes quieter, deeper, more natural. The garden does not ask anything of you. It does not expect you to understand or analyze. It simply welcomes you exactly as you are. You pause for a moment, standing still on the path. The ground beneath you feels steady and supportive. The air around you feels safe. Above you, the moon continues its slow journey, bathing the garden in calm, silvery light. Time stretches gently, losing its sharp edges. Here, in this space between sound and silence, you begin to feel it, a sense of calm that is not forced, not created, but remembered. As if your body has known this feeling before and is grateful to return to it. You take one more slow breath, and then another. The night has only just begun. Part 2. Moonlight and Stone Paths. You continue along the stone path, and the garden seems to grow quieter with every step. Not empty quiet, but full quiet, the kind that holds you gently, the kind that makes you feel protected. The stones beneath your feet are cool and smooth, placed with care, each one part of a simple, thoughtful rhythm. Your steps follow that rhythm naturally, like your body already understands the pace the night is asking for. Moonlight spreads across the path in soft layers, turning everything calmer and softer than it is during the day. The edges of the stones glow faintly. The shapes of leaves and branches form gentle patterns across the ground. Nothing feels sharp here. Even the shadows have a softness to them, as if the night has wrapped the garden in a quiet, comforting blanket. A breeze moves through bamboo nearby, and you hear a delicate sound, a faint rustle, a light tapping, like nature speaking in whispers. It comes and goes, never lingering too long, never interrupting. It simply reminds you that you are not alone. The garden is awake with you, breathing with you, staying close in its own peaceful way. You pass a patch of carefully raked gravel, smooth lines drawn like waves in sand. Under the moon, it looks like a quiet ocean, frozen in time. You imagine the hand that raked it earlier, slowly, patiently, creating order without force. The image settles something inside you. Your mind begins to mimic that same gentle movement, smoothing out, arranging itself into calm. Now and then, a lantern appears beside the path. Its warm light meets the cool moonlight, and together they create a balance, gold and silver, warmth and calm. You feel that balance in your body too. The day's tension, the sharpness of bright screens, the constant pull of noise and urgency, it all feels far away now. Here, you can simply exist. Your breathing slows again. It becomes a quiet anchor, steady and familiar. Inhale, and the air feels clean and cool. Exhale, and it feels as if something heavy leaves you. You don't need to name it. You don't need to think about it. You only need to let it go, little by little, breath by breath. The stone path curves gently, and with that curve, your thoughts follow, turning without resistance. If something comes into your mind, it arrives softly and leaves softly. A memory floats past, then dissolves. A worry appears, then fades into the dark, like a lantern being carried away. You do not chase any of it. You let the night hold your thoughts, the way it holds the garden, without grabbing, without pushing. You become more aware of your body in a simple, peaceful way. Your feet feel grounded. Your legs feel steady. Your hands are relaxed at your sides. Your shoulders sit lower, softer, as if they have finally remembered they do not need to carry everything at once. Somewhere above you, leaves sway, and a few petals drift down, catching the light for a moment before settling quietly onto the path. Their movement is slow, graceful, unhurried. Watching them, you feel your own nervous system soften even more. There is nothing you need to solve right now. There is nothing you need to prove. The night does not demand productivity. The garden does not measure your worth. You are allowed to simply be. You reach a small wooden bridge, crossing over a narrow stream. The water below is dark, but it reflects the moon in trembling, broken lines. The stream moves gently, continuing on without effort, without impatience. You pause on the bridge and look down. The sound of the water is calm and constant, and it seems to wash through you too, rinsing away the last thin layer of tension you didn't realize you were holding. You rest your attention on the water for a few slow breaths. Inhale and feel the cool night air fill your chest. Exhale and imagine your thoughts flowing away, just like the stream. The garden is guiding you deeper now, not only deeper into its paths, but deeper into your own quiet. When you are ready, you step off the bridge and continue. The stones ahead shine faintly in the moonlight, leading you toward the softer glow of the next lantern, and the promise of something even calmer waiting further inside the garden. Part 3. Water, koi pond, reflections. The path opens toward water, and you feel the shift even before you see it. The air becomes cooler, heavier with moisture, softer against your skin. The sounds change to quieter somehow, deeper, layered. You step closer, and the garden reveals a koi pond resting peacefully beneath the moon. The surface of the water is almost perfectly still. Moonlight spreads across it, like liquid silver, trembling slightly with the slow movement beneath. You kneel or sit nearby, finding a comfortable position without thinking about it too much. Your body knows how to rest when it is allowed. Beneath the surface, koi move slowly, gracefully. Their colors are muted at night, pale whites, soft golds, shadows of red drifting like living brushstrokes through the water. They do not hurry. They do not change direction suddenly. They glide, turning gently, as if guided by the same calm rhythm as your breath. You watch them without effort. Your eyes soften. There is no need to focus sharply. You can let your vision blur slightly, allowing the scene to wash over you as a whole. The pond reflects the sky above, so that stars and fish seem to share the same space, moving together in quiet harmony. Your breathing deepens again. Inhale Slowly exhale fully. Each breath feels like it travels deeper now, reaching places inside you that have been tight for a long time. With every exhale, your body sinks a little more into comfort. Muscles loosen. Thoughts grow fewer and farther apart. A single ripple spreads across the pond as one koi turns beneath the surface. The ripple widens, softening as it moves outward until it disappears completely. You notice how nothing resists it. The water accepts the movement, then returns to stillness. Something inside you mirrors that process. A thought arises, creates a small ripple, and then fades. You feel supported here. The ground beneath you is steady. The night around you feels protective, enclosing you gently. Even the moonlight seems to rest on your skin, cool and reassuring. Nearby, tall grasses lean toward the water, their reflections stretch downward, bending and reshaping themselves with every subtle movement of the pond. You notice how they do not try to stay perfectly straight. They allow themselves to bend, to soften, to change shape. Watching them, you feel permission to do the same. You let your awareness drift from the water to your body and back again, slowly, without effort. Your hands feel warm and relaxed. Your legs feel heavy in a pleasant way. Your chest rises and falls in a slow, steady rhythm that feels safe and familiar. Time feels different now. It stretches, becomes less defined. You are no longer counting minutes. You are simply existing within them. The garden holds you in this moment, asking nothing, offering calm without conditions. The koi continue their gentle movement, unbothered by being seen. Their presence feels grounding, reassuring. Life continues quietly, steadily, without drama. You feel that same quiet continuation inside yourself, your heart beating calmly, your breath flowing naturally, your mind settling into a peaceful, open space. You take another slow breath in and an even slower breath out. The pond remains still. The moon remains bright. The night deepens, inviting you further inward. When you are ready, you rise slowly, leaving the water behind, but carrying its calm with you. The path ahead is dimmer now, lit by fewer lanterns, leading towards softer shadows and deeper quiet. The garden is guiding you onward, one gentle step at a time, toward an even more restful part of the night. Part 4. Bamboo, Wind, and Lanterns. The path narrows as you move forward, and the garden grows more intimate, more enclosed. Tall bamboo rises on either side of you, its slender stems reaching upward, pale and smooth in the moonlight. They stand close together, creating a quiet corridor that gently draws you in. A soft wind passes through the bamboo, and with it comes a sound hollow, rhythmic, soothing. The stalks touch lightly, producing a deep, wooden whisper that seems to echo inside your chest. The sound is slow and unhurried, never sharp, never loud. It arrives, lingers for a moment, and fades away, leaving behind a deeper silence. You slow your steps without trying to. Your body adjusts naturally to the calm pace of the garden. Each movement feels deliberate, yet effortless. The bamboo sways above you, and you notice how it bends without breaking, how it moves with the wind instead of resisting it. That quiet strength feels reassuring, steady, comforting. Lanterns appear again along the path, placed lower now, closer to the ground. Their light is dimmer, softer, as if the garden is slowly lowering the volume of the world. Warm circles of glow rest on stone and moss, creating gentle pools of light surrounded by shadow. You move from one pool to the next, guided without needing to think. As you walk, your awareness shifts inward. Your breath remains slow and even. Inhale, cool air, clean and calm. Exhale, warmth spreading through your body. Your thoughts are fewer now. They feel distant, almost irrelevant. If one appears, it drifts through like the wind, through bamboo touching briefly, then moving on. There is no need to hold on to anything. The night carries it all for you. The lantern light reflects softly on the bamboo, highlighting its natural texture. Small imperfections become beautiful under this gentle glow. You notice how nothing here is polished or forced. Everything feels intentional, yet natural, simple, yet complete. The garden does not hide its age, its marks, its quiet history. It wears them with grace. You feel a similar acceptance growing inside you, a sense that you do not need to be perfect to be at peace, that you do not need to fix or improve anything right now. You are allowed to rest exactly as you are. The wind returns, slightly stronger this time, brushing against your skin. It feels cool, refreshing, like a slow exhale from the night itself. Your body responds by relaxing even more. Your neck loosens. Your shoulders sink. Your face softens, and the muscles around your eyes gently release. You pause beneath the bamboo canopy and look up. The moon is partially hidden now, framed by slender leaves that sway lazily against the sky. The light filters through them, breaking into delicate shapes that move with the wind. Watching this slow dance, your eyelids feel heavier, more relaxed. The lanterns flicker gently, never fully still, never unstable. Their movement feels alive, calming, like a heartbeat you can see. You allow your breathing to match that rhythm, slow and steady, in harmony with the garden. A sense of safety settles over you, the kind that does not come from control, but from trust. Trust in the quiet, trust in the night, trust in the simple fact that, for this moment, you are held. You take a final, slow breath in this space, and then you continue, guided by the soft glow ahead. Beyond the bamboo, something even quieter awaits. A place where the night seems to pause completely, inviting you to sit, to rest, and to drift closer to sleep. Part 5. The Tea Pavilion. The bamboo slowly falls away behind you, and the space opens into a small clearing. At its center stands a tea pavilion, simple and elegant, resting quietly beneath the moon. Its wooden structure is aged and smooth, shaped by time rather than force. The pavilion feels calm, welcoming, as if it has been waiting patiently for you to arrive. You step closer and remove your shoes without thinking, guided by instinct and habit. The wooden floor beneath your feet feels warm compared to the stone path. You step inside and sit down, finding a comfortable position naturally. The pavilion shelters you gently, framing the night rather than closing it off. From here, the garden looks softer, more distant. The lanterns glow faintly beyond the open sides of the pavilion. The bamboo rustles quietly in the background. The sounds reach you filtered, softened, as if wrapped in layers of calm. Nothing intrudes. Everything feels exactly as it should. You rest your hands in your lap. They feel heavy and relaxed. Your spine lengthens slightly, not from effort, but from ease. Your body finds a balance between wakefulness and rest, alert enough to feel, relaxed enough to let go. A faint scent of tea lingers in the air, warm, earthy, slightly sweet. It feels familiar, comforting, like a memory rather than a smell. You imagine a cup of tea resting nearby, still steaming softly, its warmth spreading through your hands, down your arms, and into your chest. Your breathing slows even more. Inhale, gently. Exhale, fully. With each breath, your awareness sinks deeper into your body. Your legs feel pleasantly heavy against the floor. Your shoulders melt downward. Your jaw loosens. Even your thoughts feel heavier now, moving slowly, like they are wrapped in soft fabric. The moonlight reaches into the pavilion, tracing delicate patterns across the wooden floor. Shadows shift almost imperceptibly, reminding you that time is still moving, but at a pace that feels kind. You do not need to follow it. You can simply rest within it. You allow your eyes to soften, maybe closing for a moment, maybe staying half open. Either way is perfect. There is no correct way to be here. The pavilion does not judge. The night does not demand. The garden holds you quietly, without expectations. A sense of gratitude rises gently, not sharp or emotional, but calm and steady. Gratitude for this pause, for this moment of stillness, for the simple act of breathing without needing to go anywhere or become anything else. If a thought appears, you let it pass like steam rising from tea visible for a moment, then gone. Your mind grows quieter with each passing breath. The space between thoughts widens, and within that space, you feel peace. Your eyelids feel heavier now. Your body leans slightly into rest. The pavilion feels like a gentle container, keeping you safe as the night deepens. You are still aware, still present, but drifting closer to sleep with every slow breath. Outside, the garden continues its quiet rhythm. Leaves sway, lanterns glow, the moon watches calmly. Everything is in harmony, and you are part of it. You remain here for a while, resting, breathing, letting go. And when the moment feels right, the garden will guide you onward once more toward an even deeper, softer state of calm. Part 6. Night Blossoms and Fragrance. You leave the tea pavilion quietly, as if not to disturb the stillness it holds. The garden feels different now, deeper, heavier with night. The air has cooled slightly, and with it comes a delicate fragrance, subtle but unmistakable. Flowers that sleep during the day have opened, releasing their scent into the darkness. You follow it without intention. There is no clear path here, only soft ground beneath your feet and the gentle pull of curiosity. The blossoms appear pale in the moonlight, almost glowing. Whites, soft creams, hints of silver, their petals thin and delicate, shaped by quiet patience. The scent surrounds you slowly. It does not rush. It settles into your breath, inviting you to inhale a little deeper. Inhale, and the fragrance feels calming, grounding. Exhale, and your body responds by relaxing even more. Each breath now feels like it travels all the way down into your belly, slow and full. Your chest rises gently, then falls without effort. The rhythm is natural, unforced, like the garden breathing through you. You pause beside the blossoms. Their petals move slightly with the night air, opening and closing almost imperceptibly. You notice how they bloom without needing attention, without needing approval. They exist quietly, beautifully, exactly as they are. Your thoughts are faint now, like distant echoes. If one appears, it feels soft, incomplete, easy to release. You no longer feel the urge to follow it. Your mind prefers to rest in sensation, the cool air on your skin, the scent of flowers, the soft glow of moonlight. Your body feels heavy in the most comforting way, not tense, not stiff, simply supported. Your legs feel warm and relaxed. Your arms hang loosely by your sides. Your hands feel open. Your fingers gently curled. as if already resting. Somewhere nearby, a single petal falls to the ground. You do not hear it land, but you imagine the motion slow, graceful, unhurried. That image settles something even deeper inside you. A reminder that it is safe to let go, safe to descend into rest. The fragrance becomes softer now, blending with the night air. It no longer draws attention to itself. It simply exists, like a quiet companion. You feel your awareness drifting inward, as if your senses are slowly dimming, one by one. Your eyelids grow heavier. The space behind your eyes feels dark and calm. Your jaw relaxes completely. The muscles in your face smooth out, releasing expressions you have been holding unconsciously. You take one more slow breath in, and a long, gentle breath out. The garden seems to respond by becoming even quieter. Sounds fade into the background. Shapes soften. Edges blur slightly. You are still here, still aware, but resting very close to sleep now. The blossoms remain open behind you, continuing their quiet work in the night. You carry their calm with you as you move on, guided not by sight, but by feeling. Ahead, the garden grows darker, more still, a place where silence deepens and the night fully embraces you. A place where rest becomes effortless and sleep feels close, familiar, and kind. Part 7. Silence, breath, and letting go. The garden grows quiet in a way that feels complete. Not empty, not still in a fragile way. This silence feels deep and steady, like something ancient and kind. You find yourself in a place where sound has softened almost entirely, where even the night seems to pause. You stop walking. There is no need to go any further right now. The ground beneath you feels stable and supportive. You allow your body to settle, finding stillness without effort. Standing or sitting, it no longer matters. Rest feels natural here. Your breathing becomes the only movement you truly notice. Inhale, slow and gentle. Exhale, long and unhurried. Each breath feels like it smooths you from the inside out. The rise and fall of your chest is soft, almost barely there. Your body knows exactly how to breathe now, without guidance, without control. The silence around you does not feel heavy. It feels spacious. It gives your thoughts room to dissolve. You notice how little effort it takes to let go. Thoughts drift in slowly and drift out even more slowly. You do not follow them. You do not push them away. You simply allow them to fade. Your body feels warm and heavy, as if gently sinking into rest. Your feet feel grounded. Your legs feel loose and comfortable. Your arms feel relaxed, resting naturally. Your shoulders drop a little more, releasing the last traces of tension they were holding. You become aware of the space around you, the air touching your skin, the quiet resting in your ears, the darkness settling softly behind your closed eyes. Everything feels safe. Everything feels calm. If there is any effort left in your body, any small place still holding on, you let your next exhale soften it. Exhale and release. There is no rush to sleep. There is no pressure to arrive anywhere. The night understands this. The garden understands this. Rest arrives on its own when the body is ready. Your awareness begins to drift inward gently, like sinking into warm water. Sounds become distant. Sensations blur. The edges of your thoughts soften until they no longer form clear shapes. You may notice moments where you almost forget where you are. That is perfectly fine. You are moving into a place where thinking is no longer necessary. A place where rest happens naturally. Your breath continues quietly, like a slow tide. Inhale, barely noticeable. Exhale, deep and complete. With each breath out, you let go a little more of the day, of expectations, of the need to stay alert. Your body remembers how to sleep. It has done this many times before. It knows the way. The garden remains around you, but it fades into the background now, like a memory you do not need to hold on to. What remains is a feeling calm, steady, and reassuring. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to let go. The silence deepens, and within it, you feel yourself drifting closer to sleep, carried gently by breath and stillness. Part 8. Drifting into sleep. The night no longer asks for your attention. It holds you quietly, without words, without movement, Your breathing is slow and natural now. Inhale, gentle and easy. Exhale, long and complete. There is nothing left to do, nothing to think about, nothing to hold. Your body feels heavy and warm, supported by the stillness around you. Muscles soften completely. Your face is smooth and relaxed. Your eyelids rest comfortably. No effort needed to keep them closed. The garden remains, but only as a feeling now calm, safe, and distant. Lantern light fades. Moonlight softens. Sounds dissolve into silence. You no longer need to imagine or follow anything. Each breath carries you deeper into rest. Each exhale allows you to sink further. Thoughts slow until they become quiet spaces. Quiet spaces widen until they become sleep. You may drift in and out for a while. That is perfectly fine. There is no right way to fall asleep. Your body will take over when it is ready, gently and naturally. The night stays with you. The garden stays with you. Nothing will disturb this calm. If you are still listening, you can let go now. If sleep has already come, you are safe within it. Breathing slow, body at rest, mind quiet. And as the night continues, you drift effortlessly into deep, peaceful sleep.